What's up, everybody? It's Brian from USA.Patriot.Cards, and it's a Friday night, and looking kind of rough. We're still recovering from my oral extraction. My back tooth got pulled a couple days ago, but I'm starting to feel better. And I wanted to do a video that I saw another content creator. Shout out to again Pepino Man. Pepino Man, you're my inspiration for a lot of content lately. Cesario from the Barrio making another video for your butt. If you know Pepino Man, you know that catchphrase I just said. Pepino Man made a pile of cards, and he said that he got the idea from another content creator where they just were going through some stuff and just making a pile of cards. In his case, he does mostly vintage baseball. In my case, I have a little bit of everything, and I just wanted to pull out. This is a low to low mid basketball box. I was just watching some games before I hopped on here, and one of my early spec guys, let me move this chair up a little bit. One of my early spec guys was Josh Richardson, and I know there's some Josh Richardson stuff in here, and he has 14 points at the half. So I was inspired to make a pile of basketball cards. So I'm just going to go through these. And we're going to just make a little pile of cards. Hopefully you can see here. I'll lift this up a little higher. How many of you guys were on Kevin Knox at one point? Kevin Knox, I don't even know if he's surely he's still in the league, but he was a first round pick back in 2018, the Luka year. So a lot of people got into his stuff. Here's a silver that I graded, PSA 9. Here's something from 2017. It's a green Pulsar Dennis Smith Jr. I'm in Dallas, and so out of 25, man, this used to be a nice card at one point. He's another one that I don't know if he's still in the league or not, but definitely a huge Mavericks fan. He was our guy before Luka came. Yeah, some things don't pan out. This might be the lesson box, a pile of cards that I learned a lesson in, and that is spec in basketball doesn't always pay out. Again, here's another Dennis Smith. This is a silver 9. Here's a nice silver 10. This might go in my they used to be a Maverick box at some point. That's a nice one. I'll kind of divvy them out into the 10s I'll pull out. So there'll be a smaller pile. This is let's make 2 piles video. Definitely one will be smaller. This is another Dennis Smith 10. Here's a Josh Jackson. As you can see, when I got back into collecting, it was in 2016, and then 2017. It was 2016 football, and then 2017 basketball came out shortly after the 2016 football products were all out, and I was opening Prism basketball like it was candy. I mean, the boxes were like $150. You could get rack packs at Target all day long. So this is where a lot of this 2017, 2018 stuff comes in. I have a whole like 500 count box just of Prism rookies from 2017 and 2018 that is ungraded, that I'm trying to just kind of sell as a lot for like $300 or $400. If you're interested in a bunch of decent cards, and they're all rookies, let me know. But that's a Josh Jackson. Josh Jackson was a Kansas standout, first round pick. Had some life with Detroit the last couple of years, and was actually kind of coming coming alive, but I'm not sure what he's doing now. Here's a Landry Shamet. Landry Shamet was once a favorite of the sports card investor Jeff Wilson, but he's definitely settled in as a nice little role player. There's a silver prism 9 of his. Here's another guy, I'm not sure if he's still in the league or not. Alonzo Trier. This kid came out, I think he was University of Arizona, if I'm not mistaken. Came out super, super hot. He was a later draft pick, maybe even the second round. But his stuff was hot for a minute in the hobby. I know a lot of people were getting bigger NT and flawless and, you know, shorter print stuff of his in Prism, specking on him, and I don't think he's even in the league anymore. This is a Blue Ice out of 99. That's to 9. Here's a one-time Maverick, Justin Jackson. I know he's still in the league, but he's a marginal. He doesn't get much game no matter where he is. Justin Jackson, where'd he play? North Carolina Tar Heels. But it's a 10 and it's a silver rookie, so that's cool. Get my little 10 pile going. I'll have to make an entirely separate video of my Rodions Kuruks spec play. Air Latvia. I was just sure he was going to be like a bruising, high-flying, annoying Euro. They used to call him Air Latvia because he's from Latvia. He's going to have his own unique Kubrick's pile. I know for a fact, because I just looked it up before I started this video, that he's playing in, I think, a Spanish league. So he's only 24. I don't know if there's any chance he ever comes back to the NBA, but he's at least still playing professional basketball. Here's a Ben Simmons Maroon Prism. Now the Maroons are numbered to 175. We all know, I think, about Ben Simmons at this point. I think the Nets have high hopes for him. This is actually a pretty cool color match to the Sixers red. We might see something out of Ben Simmons before it's all said and done, and this card might have a chance to at least be flipped. Here's a Ben Simmons rookies out of Optic. I do remember opening a bunch of 2016 Optic, and that was Ben Simmons. It was Jamal Murray. It was Jaylen Brown. Who else was in that 2016 class? That's the dreaded 8, PSA 8. Here's a guy that's been hurt and then hurt some more. Jamal Murray, select. This is a base rookie. Doesn't even have a level. It's not a premier or a courtside. It's just, I don't know if in 2016 they didn't have those parallels yet, but it's just a base 9. Here's another base 9. Let's see, where's my Kevin Knox? This would have been a cool card with the color match there. If only this was the Luka. But it's not. It's the Kevin Knox color match blue. Here's a silver Knox that got a 10. That'll go in the 10 pile. Another 9. I'm telling you, this is the lesson box. I learned a lesson on all these guys. I'm going to make a third or a fourth pile for some cards I might actually be able to move. If you see anything out of here that doesn't make you want to vomit immediately and you want a heck of a deal on it, let me know. Especially if you're looking just for some of this lower end stuff, I'll give you a really great deal on that. More for the pile. Malik Monk bounced around forever. You know, I had a pretty big spec pile on Malik Monk. Even had like 5 or 6 of his NT RPAs. And there was a point last season, when he was playing for the Lakers, and he rattled off like a couple 28, 30-point games. Had about a week to 2 week stretch where the whole hobby was after Malik Monk stuff. I held on a little too long. I think I did sell one of his NTRPs for like $1,100. And I was picking him up for like $200 when he was suspended, when he was with Charlotte and got suspended from the league. I'm not sure if you remember that, but I ended up getting rid of the rest of his high-end stuff. Not at the top of the market, but I did way better than I would do now with those Monks. I guess he'll go in the... is he still relevant? He's with the Kings, I think. He's still relevant. He can still fly high. Man, in college he was a beast. Here's a red, white, and blue. Here's a 10. Nice little red fast break. This one's out of 125. That'll go on the 10 pile. Silver 10. Played 1 year at Kentucky. Lit it up as a freshman and then came straight to the league. Here's a pretty interesting die cut. Purple 9. This is a 62 out of 99 Ben Simmons. This will go in the relevant pile. Here's another base select Ben Simmons 2016 rookie. Another 2016 Ben Simmons. I'll give you an idea what my piles are looking like. So far I got the maybe be able to sell these. I got my 10s pile and I got my hard lesson pile, and then I got the what the fuck was I thinking? Excuse my language pile. Sorry. I like to keep this channel family friendly. But I guess there are occasions when an F-bomb's just deserved. Devontae Graham, Kansas product. I think he might have been a second round pick or late first. But, he had some good years in the league. I think he's still bouncing around somewhere. A couple of his base Prism 10s. There's 1, there's 2, there's 3. Devontae Graham's. Any Kansas Wild, let's see, what are they? Kansas Jayhawk. Kansas Jayhawk. I'm a Missouri Tiger. I should never forget that. Any Kansas Jayhawk fans out there that want to remember one of the best point guards that they had in recent years, give me a message, DM me, and I'll hook you up. Here's another 9 for Mr. Monk. Another 9 for Mr. Monk. Another 9 for Mr. Monk. This pile is getting pretty big. Here's a fast break. This one is unnumbered. It's like the Prism, fast break Prism. 9 of Malik Monk. Where's my Josh Richardson stuff? Here's a Devontae Graham blue yellow, unnumbered. Here's a Barbershop, red, white, and blue Devontae 9. Here's another 9. Now we're getting into the good stuff. Here's a 10. Here's 2 10s, silvers. 3 10s. These got to be doing $15 max. And here's a Ruby Wave, unnumbered, uncolor matched, uninteresting. Devontae Graham. Put all his nice. Is Devontae Graham? Would he go in the relevant? Yeah, I think if you're still in the league, if you're still on an active roster, you got a shot. You go in the relevance pile. More of the same. Oh, here's a cool card. This is a Kawhi finals ticket, which I thought was cool because he made the finals with the Raptors, only played there 1 season, won the NBA championship, and that's a 10. It's a very short print card and a very low pop 10 on the, it's out of 99, 68 out of 99, so that actually might not belong in this box. I'll put this over here. Getting into some other stuff that might not belong. Here's an interesting, it's just an All-Stars hollow, but it is of Giannis. It's a pretty cool card. 10, put that over with the Kawhi. Oh, what am I going to do? You know, this used to be in my main case until he started beating girls up. But Miles Bridges got all the talent in a 10-cent head. This used to be a $400 card. I wonder what these, I got to look up what these Miles Bridges silver 10s are doing after this video. I liked PC Lou Williams. This is a 2005. I'll tell you what. Black refractor out of $3.99. The 2005 Topps Chrome, my favorite basketball set by far. Love the 2005. I just love it. It's kind of hard to tell in these blacks, but I love the font they used, and just it's got a real circusy feel that I like. That goes in my save box. Here's a Maverick, Tim Hardaway Jr., 2013-14. Rookie. Silver, 9.5 with a 9 surface. These are back when the silvers meant something. You know, he'll never set the hobby world on fire, but as a Maverick fan, I appreciate that card. Here's somebody that's got a chance to still be a starter in the NBA. I think he's starting for Charlotte. Scary Terry. It's a true gem, all 9.5s across on that one. That's pretty cool. Here's a Stanley Johnson. He's still in the league. It's a gem, or a true gem plus with a 10 and 3 9.5s. That's relevant. Barely. Here's a nice one. It's an orange Devontae Graham. I gotta look and see how he's. I think Devontae Graham is in New Orleans right now, maybe. I think that's where he was. He finished last year, but here's these oranges out of 49, which is pretty cool. So low pop for sure on the orange Devontae Graham. That'll go over here in the 10 pile. This is one side of the box here. These definitely Bobby Portis. Tell you what, man. Talk about somebody who works his tail off and means a lot to his team. It's Bobby Portis. Bobby Portis is a big piece of that Milwaukee Bucks team. So I got 2 purple 10s and a silver. The purples are out of 99. These are really nice. I used to have the one and only Logo Man I ever owned. I pulled it out of Immaculate. It was a Bobby Portis Logo Man auto. Took me 2 years to get it. He just wasn't signing for some reason. I finally get it. The Bucks go on this huge run. He is hotter than fish grease. And I was able to unload that card for $2,500 back in the when it was good. When selling was good. Here is any Curry card that is not paper and has a 10 on it is pretty decent. It's not numbered, but it's the purple out of 2019 Donruss Optic. That'll go in the 10 pile. Now we're on to the second. So here's some green Prism Boston Celtics. So I got into this, I think the Jason Tatum green Prism, one of the most iconic and just really cool color match rookies. Obviously Jason Tatum's a great player, but there might not be a better color match than the green Prism and the Boston Celtics in the green. It's got to be in their green jerseys. Of course, this isn't a rookie or anything, but man, a legend in Boston still. Paul Pierce, 2019 green Prism, PSA 10. Very cool. This is one of the cards that you just, it's not a rookie, so a lot of people just kind of be like, well, not a rookie. But this card checks a lot of boxes. It's a really cool card. And I even picked up guys that were playing for Boston. I think this was a couple seasons ago when I got this. I got his green Prism. I like the green. a lot. Dennis Schroeder. Dennis Schroeder's now a Laker for the second time, I believe. Here's a guy that is on the Boston Celtics roster and a guy that can hit a three for you when you need it, play a little defense. Grant Williams, green color match rookie. Bowl alert. We have a bowl sighting. This is green. I think he played for the Denver, he was drafted by Denver. He played for the Boston Celtics for all of maybe I don't think he ever played any games with Boston, but he was in the organization and then out of the organization. Landed there in a trade and then was immediately shipped out. And here's a silver. He's actually getting game in Orlando. Making more piles. Here's another Terry. Scary. This one's a PSA 10. This has got to be... That's a pretty decent little card right there. A rookie. Any Charlotte fans out there want a nice Rozier rookie. Here's a red Wave Rozier 10. That's cool. I'll probably keep this one. A color match. Green. Terry Rozier back in his Celtics days. Something tells me Terry might finish in Boston. Something tells me they might bring him back. What a favorite in Beantown. This is just, he never played, Lauri Markkanen never played in Boston, and this is just a green prism rookie, but he's doing okay in Cleveland. Romeo Langford, was he a Duke guy? What does that say? What does that say? I can't read it. Does that say Indiana? Yeah, I think he's an Indiana guy, Romeo Langford. Nonetheless, he is I think he was last year. He was on the Celtics roster. Green Prism 10. More of the same. Oh, here they are. Here's my J Rods. My J Riches, sorry. My Joe Rich. My Josh Richardsons. I love Josh Richardson. And like I said at the beginning of the video, lighting up. I gotta crack this guy. GMA, what in the hell am I doing with this? I gotta crack it. Josh Richardson is lighting up the Indiana Pacers currently. He is he's on the Spurs. He looks good in a black Spurs uniform, but 14 points at the half. Love Josh Richardson. Here's a flash. This will be in the 9 pile over here. Scary Terry. Here's another 9 of the silver. Really spec'd hard on Terry. Oh, Terry Rozier. Here's another 10. Here's another 10. Man, the quality of those 2015 prisms must have been good because there's a lot of 10s in there. So I was on Whatnot all of maybe a week. And I remember picking up a bunch of random crap like this Cameron Johnson Orange Ice. He's still playing with Phoenix. That's a 10. Here's a Brandon Clark. He's still with Memphis, I think. Orange Ice. Oh, the SGC Tuxedo. I'm sorry, but I just don't like these slabs. Which slab is worse? And I know you're all going to say the GMA. But to me, they're equally as bad. I gotta crack them out of both of those. I can't do it. Here's another SGC Tuxedo Luka and a Tux. It's a 2019 Panini Hoops Premium Stock Orange. This is not numbered. Huh. That's too bad, but that's a nice crackable. There's a J Rich, purple 9. Let's see, gotta make some room. Here's a Ruby Wave 10. That's a good looking card. 2015 Silver Prism 10. Josh Richardson. Those were $200 cards at one point. They must be like $30 now. Here's some Kevin Huerter stuff. Spec'd on him, pretty good. I actually have a National Treasures first off the line. that I have on eBay right now. He scored 24 points the other day. Let me show this. $700. I'll sell this for $700, which is I won't call it a steal because I think it's still a spec play, but it's a first off the line with a sick patch, and it's out of 20. It's out of the first off the line boxes. It's really clean. I'll probably have to grade it to move it, but yeah, this came out of a 2018 National Treasures box, first off the line. Those boxes, they had to be doing 2K when they came out. So somebody bought a box for 2K and pulled this, and was probably decently happy with it because he's a first round pick. He played well in Atlanta. Now he's bounced around. He's in Sacramento, and like I said, he scored 23 or 4 points opening night a couple nights ago. But $700 if you're interested. More from the pile. I think we haven't gone through this. So yeah, Herder 9, Herder 9. I spec'd on Herder pretty hard. Herder 9, Herder 9, Herder 9. Here's a Darius Garland. Too bad it's not a silver, it's just a base, but it's a 10 and a pink ice. 9 Herder, almost done. Here's somebody that people are getting excited about again. 2018 Michael Porter Jr. pink ice. Here's a green. Here's another green. Here's a red velvet meets red ice. That's actually kind of a cool card when you think about it. They call him red velvet, and it's a red ice color match. Put that over there. Here's a Ruby Wave 10 of Herder. I like those optics hollows, man. Those are pretty sick. But unfortunately, that's a 9. Here's a Purple Wave 9. Coming up on 27 minutes. If you're still with me, I thank you. Matter of fact, tell you what, if you're still with me, the first, 2 or 3 people that do this, if you're still with me, we only have this many cards to go. Stay with me at the end. I'll do something that, like, maybe if you DM me this word, on Instagram, I'll send you a little something in the mail for sticking with me. This has to be like you guys that are with me still. You're probably like, going through making your own card piles, and you just have this in the background. But hey, that's cool. I dig it. Thanks for keeping up. This is actually a card with a little potential. This is not nothing. This is a 2016 die cut purple prism of Brandon Ingram. This is 89 out of 99. This might get 3 digits. That might have to go up on the old bay. Put that over here. Actually, this might go in the 10 club just because of who it is. This is a fellow Missouri Tiger. Yep, that's what I thought. Jordan Clarkson. I got my journalism degree from Missouri and was a basketball. Basketball was my beat, so I followed the men's team. This was way back in the early 2000s. So Keon Dooling, Clarence Gilbert, if you remember those names at all. Keon Dooling had a nice little ride in the league, so you probably know who he is. But I never saw Clarkson at Missouri, but I like Missouri guys. And this is a cool 2014 silver. So that's a pretty cool card. Clarkson can light it up. Here's one of those Steph Curry 10s that's shiny. Doesn't matter really anything else. I mean, if you can say Steph Curry, shiny 10, you can move it. Oh boy. Oh man. What could have been, what should have been. I remember when he first got traded to Dallas, and when the Dallas card show was like 40 tables, I went, and this guy, there's a guy that still sets up there today. I don't know his name, but I recognize him. He had both of these 2015 Prism Silver Porzingis, and I got them $250 each is what I paid for them. And at one point they were like $1,500 cards. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have dumped them so hard, and now I bet they're $100. So, like I said, this is a pile of lessons, and that lesson is sell a motherfucker. Here's a nice little Ja Morant base. I remember trading for this at a sappy trade night. Speaking of sappy trade nights, I'll be at one tomorrow. This is a recent spec play. I'm going to tell you guys a little secret. Zanan Musa came into the league a little too raw, a little too young, and was with a dysfunctional Nets coaching staff / team before. I think this was when Rodions Kurucs and Spencer Dinwiddie, before Durant. But this is the Mojo Prism 10. I got this for like $40. They call him Luka Light in some circles, and he's balling over in Europe in one of the leagues, one of the professional leagues. And there's a lot of people talking about him getting another chance in the NBA. So I had to pick this up on the super spec that he might come back. Let's go out there and see what Zonons you can find for dirt cheap. Here's a Michael Porter base. Here's a Michael Porter red, white, and blue. And we'll finish out the box with a Michael Porter Hoops green. This one's out of 99. It is a 9. Okay. Here's what I want you to do. If you want, I'll send you a couple of these cards out of this pile. I don't know. I'll pay for the shipping. I might be feeling really good, and I'll send you something cool, and I might send you a bunch of bull crap. But I'll send you something. And the first 2 or 3 people, whatever, if you DM me on Instagram, follow me there, and then DM me, I learned my lesson. If you DM me that you learned your lesson, just say I learned my lesson, and DM me on Instagram. I'll send you a little package that include a couple of the cards from this stack, this pile. So hopefully we've wasted a 33 minute, not wasted, we've used 34 minutes of our times talking about sports cards. What better way to do a video, or what better subject to do a video? I mean, this is just a speck of back. Excuse me. This tooth is starting to hurt. I haven't talked this much in a long time. Or the spot where the tooth used to be, it's missing now. But this was a spec box, and I enjoyed walking down memory lane. And if 4 people watch this video, then like to the end, then hey, it's 4 people that didn't know that I had this card before they started. So shout out to Pepino Macesario from the barrio. I love your stuff, bro. And Cesario from the barrio, if you yourself DM me that you learned your lesson, I'll hook you up, bro. I promise. Now, I don't have a lot of vintage baseball, but I'll do my best. So that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next one, and we'll see you then. Later.